The global economy is teetering on the edge of collapse, and if you're not prepared, you could lose everything. But what if I told you there are ways to not just survive, but thrive during economic turmoil? Today, I'm breaking down 9 passive income strategies that could generate up to $19,000 per week, even as markets crash around you. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes. They're battle-tested methods that work especially well during economic downturns. Let's dive in. Economic collapses don't happen overnight. They build gradually, with warning signs that most people miss until it's too late. Right now, we're seeing many of these indicators flashing red: record high national debt, inflation that's outpacing wage growth, and a housing market that's becoming increasingly unstable. The Federal Reserve is walking a tightrope, and one misstep could send us into a tailspin that makes 2008 look like a minor correction. When economies collapse, traditional income sources become unreliable. Companies downsize, layoffs become commonplace, and even seemingly secure jobs can vanish overnight. That's why building passive income streams isn't just smart, it's essential for financial survival. Unlike active income that requires your constant time and effort, passive income continues flowing whether you're working or not, creating a financial buffer between you and economic disaster. Let's start with the first passive income strategy: dividend-paying stocks. During economic downturns, certain sectors actually thrive. Utilities, consumer staples, and healthcare companies often maintain steady cash flows even when the broader economy struggles. Companies like Johnson & Johnson have increased their dividends for over 60 consecutive years through recessions, market crashes, and periods of high inflation. The key is to focus on companies with strong balance sheets, low debt, and a history of maintaining or increasing dividends during previous downturns. A well-constructed dividend portfolio of 20 to 30 stocks across different sectors can generate 4 to 6% annual yields, which means a $500,000 portfolio could produce $20,000 to $30,000 in annual passive income. That's roughly $400 to $600 per week without selling a single share. What makes dividend investing particularly powerful during economic collapses is that you can often buy quality companies at steep discounts, locking in even higher dividend yields. During the 2008 financial crisis, many blue-chip stocks were trading at 50% discounts, offering dividend yields of 8 to 10%. Investors who bought during this period not only secured exceptional income streams, but also positioned themselves for substantial capital appreciation when markets eventually recovered. The second passive income strategy is real estate, but with a twist. During economic downturns, residential real estate often suffers as unemployment rises and mortgage defaults increase. However, certain types of commercial real estate can thrive. Self-storage facilities, for instance, often see increased demand during economic hardship as people downsize or relocate. Mobile home parks represent another recession-resistant real estate niche. When economic conditions deteriorate, demand for affordable housing increases. A well-managed mobile home park can generate 15 to 20% cash-on-cash returns. With a $250,000 investment in a mobile home park, you could potentially earn $3,000 to $4,000 monthly in passive income. That's about $750 to $1,000 weekly. If you don't have large sums to invest, consider real estate crowdfunding platforms like Fundrise or Realty Mogul. These platforms allow you to invest in commercial real estate with as little as $500, providing quarterly distributions and the potential for appreciation. A diversified $50,000 investment across several projects could generate $4,000 to $6,000 annually in passive income. The third strategy involves creating digital products. Unlike physical products that require inventory and shipping, digital products can be created once and sold infinitely with virtually no marginal cost. Ebooks, online courses, software, templates, and digital art are all examples of digital products that can generate passive income for years after their creation. Take online courses, for example. Platforms like Udemy, Teachable, and Skillshare allow you to create and sell courses on virtually any topic. A well-produced course priced at $197 that sells just 10 copies per week would generate nearly $2,000 in weekly passive income. The beauty of digital products is their scalability. The same effort is required whether you sell 10 copies or 10,000. During economic downturns, demand for certain types of digital products actually increases. People seek additional skills to remain competitive in the job market, look for ways to start side hustles, or need solutions to new problems created by the changing economic landscape. Creating digital products that address these needs can be extraordinarily profitable. The fourth passive income strategy is affiliate marketing. This involves promoting other companies' products and earning a commission on each sale generated through your unique referral link. What makes affiliate marketing particularly effective during economic downturns is that you can pivot to promoting products that are in high demand during challenging times. Financial education products, emergency preparedness supplies, and budget-friendly alternatives to expensive goods all see increased demand during economic hardship. By creating content that addresses people's concerns during a downturn and strategically incorporating affiliate links, you can generate substantial passive income. A well-established affiliate marketing operation with multiple content channels, perhaps a blog, YouTube channel, and email list, can generate $5,000 to $10,000 monthly with minimal ongoing work once the content is created. That's $1,250 to $2,500 weekly in passive income that continues flowing regardless of economic conditions. The fifth strategy is royalty investing. This involves purchasing the rights to receive a portion of the revenue generated by intellectual property such as music, books, patents, or oil and gas production. Royalty income is particularly valuable during economic downturns because it's often uncorrelated with stock market performance. Platforms like Royalty Exchange allow you to bid on music royalties from established artists. For example, you might purchase the rights to receive royalties from a catalog of songs for $100,000, which generates $15,000 to $20,000 annually, about $300 to $400 weekly. The beauty of music royalties is that people continue consuming entertainment even during economic hardship, making this income stream relatively stable. For those with smaller budgets, platforms like Songvest allow you to purchase fractional shares of music royalties, starting with as little as $20. By building a diversified portfolio of royalty investments across different types of intellectual property, you can create a steady passive income stream that's resistant to economic volatility. The sixth passive income strategy is automated e-commerce. While traditional retail often suffers during economic downturns, certain e-commerce models can thrive, particularly those requiring minimal inventory and overhead. Dropshipping, print on demand, and Amazon FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, businesses can all be structured to operate with minimal day-to-day involvement. The key to recession-proof e-commerce is focusing on essential products or affordable luxuries. During the 2008 recession, companies selling small indulgences like lipstick and chocolate actually saw increased sales as consumers sought inexpensive ways to treat themselves during difficult times. Similarly, products that help people save money or become more self-sufficient often see increased demand during economic downturns. A well-optimized Amazon FBA business selling essential products can generate $5,000 to $15,000 monthly in profit with just 5 to 10 hours of work per week once the initial setup is complete. That's $1,250 to $3,750 weekly in mostly passive income. By focusing on products with steady demand regardless of economic conditions, you can build an e-commerce operation that continues generating cash flow even during a collapse. The seventh strategy is creating a subscription-based business. Subscription models provide predictable, recurring revenue. Exactly what you need during uncertain economic times. While many subscription businesses require ongoing work, they can be structured to minimize your personal time investment through automation and outsourcing. Digital subscriptions like membership sites, premium newsletters, or software as a service (SaaS) products can be particularly lucrative. A membership site with 500 members paying $47 monthly would generate $23,500 in monthly revenue, about $5,875 weekly. Once the core content and systems are established, maintaining such a site might require just 10 to 15 hours weekly, making much of this income passive. During economic downturns, subscriptions focused on helping people save money, develop valuable skills, or solve specific problems tend to perform well. For example, a subscription service that helps people find discounts on essential items or teaches them to repair rather than replace household goods could see increased demand during difficult economic times. The eighth passive income strategy is peer-to-peer lending. Platforms like Prosper and Lending Club allow you to lend money directly to individuals, bypassing traditional banks. During economic downturns, banks often tighten lending standards, creating opportunities for peer-to-peer lenders to fill the gap. By diversifying across hundreds of small loans, you can manage risk while earning 6 to 10% annual returns. A $100,000 investment diversified across 400 different loans of $250 each could generate $6,000 to $10,000 annually in passive income, about $115 to $190 weekly. While default rates typically increase during economic downturns, the higher interest rates on these loans often compensate for the increased risk. For those concerned about broader economic instability, some peer-to-peer lending platforms now offer secured loans backed by assets like real estate or vehicles, providing additional protection against defaults. By focusing on secured loans to borrowers with strong credit profiles, you can create a relatively stable passive income stream even during challenging economic conditions. The ninth and final passive income strategy is perhaps the most overlooked: building a portfolio of vending machines or laundromats. These cash-generating assets provide essential services that remain in demand regardless of economic conditions. People still need to wash clothes and buy snacks even during recessions. A portfolio of 10 strategically placed vending machines can generate $2,000 to $3,000 monthly in profit with just 5 to 10 hours of weekly maintenance. That's $500 to $750 weekly in mostly passive income. Similarly, a well-located laundromat can generate $3,000 to $5,000 monthly in profit with minimal day-to-day involvement once systems and staff are in place. What makes these businesses particularly valuable during economic downturns is their cash-based nature. When credit markets freeze and electronic payment systems face disruptions, businesses that generate physical cash have a significant advantage. Additionally, both vending machines and laundromats can be managed remotely with modern technology, allowing you to monitor inventory, cash flow, and maintenance needs without being physically present. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The claim about making $19,000 per week. Is this realistic? For most people starting from scratch, no. Building passive income streams of this magnitude typically requires substantial initial capital, specialized knowledge, and time to establish. However, by implementing several of these strategies simultaneously and reinvesting the proceeds, you can gradually build toward this level of passive income. For example, you might start with a $100,000 investment divided between dividend stocks, real estate crowdfunding, and peer-to-peer lending, generating perhaps $800 to $1,000 monthly in passive income. You could then use this income to fund the creation of digital products or the acquisition of vending machines, gradually expanding your passive income portfolio. Over time, as you reinvest your earnings and expand into additional passive income streams, reaching $5,000, $10,000, or even $19,000 weekly becomes increasingly feasible. The key is starting now, before economic conditions deteriorate further, and consistently building your passive income infrastructure. Let's also discuss the importance of diversification across these passive income strategies. Each approach has different risk profiles and performs differently under various economic scenarios. Dividend stocks might suffer temporary value declines during market crashes, but quality companies often maintain their dividend payments. Real estate might face short-term vacancies during recessions, but essential properties like affordable housing typically recover quickly by spreading your investments across multiple passive income strategies. You create a more resilient income portfolio. When one stream faces challenges, others may compensate or even thrive under the same conditions. This diversification is your financial insurance policy against economic collapse. Another crucial consideration is liquidity. Some passive income investments, like dividend stocks or peer-to-peer lending notes, can be sold relatively quickly if you need access to capital. Others, like real estate or vending machines, are less liquid but may provide more stable cash flow during economic turmoil. Balancing your passive income portfolio between liquid and illiquid investments ensures you have both cash flow and accessible capital during challenging times. It's also worth noting that many of these passive income strategies become more attractive during economic downturns. When stock markets crash, dividend yields increase as prices fall. When real estate markets decline, cash-flowing properties become available at discounted prices. Economic disruption creates opportunity for those with the knowledge and resources to capitalize on it. The final piece of advice I'll offer is to start small but start now. Economic collapses don't announce themselves with convenient warning bells. They arrive gradually, then suddenly, often catching even financial experts by surprise. By establishing even modest passive income streams today, you build both the financial resources and practical knowledge needed to expand these streams when opportunity presents itself. Begin with the strategy that best aligns with your current resources, knowledge, and interests. If you have $10,000 to invest, perhaps start with dividend stocks or real estate crowdfunding. If you have specialized knowledge but limited capital, creating digital products might be your best entry point. If you have technical skills, developing a simple software-as-a-service product could be your path to passive income. The most important step is the first one. Economic uncertainty will always exist, but those with diversified passive income streams face this uncertainty from a position of strength rather than vulnerability. While your colleagues worry about layoffs and market crashes, you'll sleep soundly knowing that your passive income continues flowing regardless of economic conditions. In conclusion, building passive income isn't just about creating wealth. It's about creating financial resilience in an increasingly unstable economic landscape. By strategically implementing these 9 passive income strategies, you position yourself not just to survive, but to thrive during the economic challenges that lie ahead. The question isn't whether you can afford to invest in passive income, it's whether you can afford not to. What passive income strategies are you currently implementing or considering? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on building financial resilience in uncertain times. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.